To you all, Catherine K for the win. Morning, Chris McGrath in second, Wanda in third. Hope you're doing well, Wanda. I'll try and get some time to have a chat to you today. I hope you're alright. Morning, Diana. How are you going? Hope the weather up there is treating you well. Morning, Pinster. You went first today, though, Pinster. Good morning, Greg Wilson. Yeah, we're a bit off time today. Obviously, even Noel turned up late. He's just turned up in the last 5 minutes looking for a feed. You can talk to the digs today. I'll just say good morning to them all. But thank you all. Love you all. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all the well wishes and all the good stuff going on. Appreciate you all, guys. I'll let Chris walk you down to the lake today. You'll hear from someone else other than my horrid voice for a while. Love you all.
Morning, Diggs. Now, I got a firm warning the other day because I muffed up. I said something that I shouldn't have said. So I've had strict instructions from Vaughan to take that word out of my vocabulary. How do you say that word? So how is everyone anyway? Yeah, Wanda, sorry about your brother. It's heartbreaking when you got to deal with that. Maybe I should put my glasses on so I can read. So who do we have on? We have a few on. Oh yeah, we've got a few on. I might have to stop and read. But hello to everyone. Another beautiful day. I had an awesome day yesterday. I went down to the Burleigh markets, little Burleigh markets in Canberra. Every time I say that, I automatically think of Burleigh on the Gold Coast, but no, I went down there for the forest, and what an awesome day it was yesterday. Had so many cuddles, so many people coming up and giving us cuddles and thanking us for what we do and putting it out there. They couldn't believe how many stories, and then now we're sitting at 138 foresters around Australia now, which is awesome. Selkie was only going to, her goal was to get 100. Well, we're well past 100 now, which is amazing. And yeah, we had a good day yesterday. I was saying we had one big burly police officer and a little lady police officer. They pulled up, and so I went down there to see what, to greet them. And I said, "Oh, morning, how you going? Did you come to read a couple of stories?" And they said, "Oh," the big burly fella said he couldn't believe how many stories we had. But he goes, "All those stories are just heartbreaking." He says, "Just way too many." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "It is." I said, "It's heartbreaking when you sort of say it like that." And I said, "Yeah, there's quite a few stories with you guys in there, from your brothers and sisters in Queensland, and I think Port Macquarie police have got stories." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Come down here." I said, "I tell people, when people sort of think that, they don't want to read about Tom, Dick, and Harry, and then I say, well, look, come and look at these stories here." I said, these wouldn't lie and make up shit, like there's police stories there, there's nurses, and I've got all the nurses together, all the nurses, teachers, police, news reporters. Got that Dr. Karen Phelps, and that because people will, average norm will go read them stories and think, oh yeah, okay. Where when they just read about Tom, Dick, and Harry, they don't really care or think about it. But yeah, it was an awesome day. And then we'd sort of finish off, and then I'd say to them, because I had my little badges on, and then I'd say, "Oh, just out of interest, like where you're leaning for this vote." And a few of them said yes. But we had Shannon, I think his name's Shannon and Bear. They were down there, and he explained it really well. So he done really well. He turned a few people that were voting yes, and had them change to voting no, which was awesome. And then I sort of went up to him and I said, so what are you spinning them? How are you saying it? So it's just nice and easy yeah, you just talk about, how they're sovereign people and going on under the Constitution, they lose that, and then once they go in the Constitution, then we're all screwed. And then once you touch that Constitution, that's it. That sets precedents, and they'll just touch it later down the track. But no, so it was a good day with the no vote. Oh, we had a few that said yes, and it was funny. I seen one lady, she had a big yes sloppy Joe on, which I thought that was a bit weird. It wasn't even bloody hot. I mean, it wasn't even cold yesterday. And I said to her, why are you voting yes? Like, what's made you look at yes? I said, I'm confused. Like, at the moment, I'm saying no because I'm confused. Even though I'm not confused, I'm saying no. And no, straight away, they just wouldn't even talk to you. They just walk off. And they call me an anti-vaxxer. Oh, fuck ya. Oh no. I think I'm sacked from doing this. I wonder how our little possums are going anyway. I wonder if they bought an apple. Oh no, they're coming. Oh, it's Miss Leanne. Yeah, I was just talking to Hazel and she said, oh, Leanne, I told Leanne I'm not coming. And I said, oh, is Leanne coming? She said, yeah, she'll be here soon. Yeah, I was late too. Only because that silly bloody clock. That silly clock. Good day on you? Yeah, good. That's good.
I didn't get to see you yesterday.
No, that's right. Well, it was a good day yesterday. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, had lots of awake people.
Did you see that guy's thumbs up as you went past the pathway when you were going across? When you were walking across the pathway, when you first came this way, that dude on the bike.
Oh, yeah. That I
thumbs
stopped.
up?
Yeah. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Beautiful. That's like I was talking to David, came down to help yesterday. You know, David, big, tall, lanky David.
I missed him yesterday.
Yeah, well, he came down and I should have rang him. I forgot because he'd always want to know when I was doing the forest, so he could come. And I said, oh shit, sorry. I said, but every Saturday at the little burley market.
Telling that the other week as well.
Yeah.
Saw him last week.
So he came and he was talking. He lives next door to a gentleman who works for the Australian Feds, and he's off work at the moment because of bullying in his workplace, which I find really. Yeah. I've got a mate also that works for the Feds who also is off due to bullying. You know, like they are dead set arseholes to work for there. But yeah, he was talking to the man's mother, about the Exposure 28. And so he's talking to her about that. And then from the bedroom, he heard a son yell out, who works for the Feds, yell out, says, yeah, Mum, that's 100% true, what he's telling you. And then I said to David, why don't you go up to your neighbour? I said, when you go home, I said, I need you to go there and ask him why they haven't done anything, or what can we do to get this out there, to get, them to actually do something about this.
Yep.
And he goes, oh, he said, I'll ask. And I said, well, can you? I said, go and ask him and see, because there might be. But he turned around and said I said, yeah, 100% correct on the Exposure 28, like the commission and everything. Yes.
Well, have you seen about the convoy to
In Canada?
No, the
Oh.
convoy to Lismore.
Oh yeah, I put that out. Yeah, I
Yep.
shared it everywhere in
Did you-
Telegram,
did
Messenger.
you hear Deborah's story?
Yes.
You haven't watched the 2 clips?
No.
Okay, the 2 Rumble clips.
Oh
her-
yes,
her
yes, I
story.
have. I've seen the Rumble
So
clips. Yeah,
first
because
one's
I shared that.
54, 58
Yeah,
minutes.
Yeah.
I think the second one was only about half an hour.
Yeah.
Well worth listening to
Yeah.
the story.
yeah. No, I put that out all on Telegram,
yeah,
every
I've seen it
Telegram
everywhere.
chats
I
and
just-
Messenger, and then those that didn't have Messenger, I'm sending out, and I just send it out to everyone I know.
Did you
That's
put it on our messenger?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's that
Telegram
yellow.
too.
Yeah. I'll
Is-
go
did
back
you
on
send
the
that
photo
one,
behind.
just the flyer, or the one that's got the links on the bottom?
The flyer and then the links.
Good.
So you got the
There's
the
3
movie, the
links
whole
now.
yeah, the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I send it to my mates that are in the area that
Yep.
should go.
Yep.
So hopefully, because I sent it all onto the Gold Coast cruise, I sent it everyone there because that's only like 2 hours,
Did you
not even
get-
2 hours.
Did you get it to Joel? Did Joel and Maddie see it?
Yeah, I tagged Joel and Maddie in it.
Good.
Yeah, but they're at Taree.
Oh, okay.
They're on their way
They're already
down.
on their way. Oh, so
Yeah.
you're going to catch up with Cindy.
Yeah, well they were there with her on Saturday
Okay.
at Taree with the vote no.
Nice.
So that's where she is. Well, that's where she was yesterday. Well, that's where they were yesterday. Yeah, and he got this real cool, good flyer. And he asked, have we seen it? And I said, well, no, I haven't. And so he's going to get the PDF, flick it to us, so then we can
Share it
print
with
out. It's a real good one. I went, yes, okay.
Oh.
Third
Hang
one.
on. Hurry up.
Well, hurry up. It's what? Take your time Sunday. Yeah, that's it. Chill, relax. On that, yeah. Oh, look at all the bog. It must have came up. We don't even get high tide.
Yesterday we saw a trout.
A fish.
But that big.
Yeah, that's the other day when I was here with Joe. Here, and just out there, a big fish went, whoosh, jumped out. No, we still have. Look what
I've got
these
my
bloody
fishing
doggy
rod, maybe
people
I
do.
might catch one.
Yeah, well, that's it. See the doggy people leave their dog shit hanging on the trees? Yeah, well, you got your fishing rod. You should go fish. But I wouldn't eat any of that fish in there. No, I think that'd be a bit feral. But yeah, we got lots of... Lots of people today. Alright, I'm going to go set these diggers up. Take my thongs off first. Yeah, look at all that bog. What did we do? Get high tide or something? I know. So please explain why is it like that? Oh, dogs. Lots of dogs. Lots of dogs.
There we go. Problem solved. Who else is? So you're doing the long one, short one.
I'm going to go
you're
over
doing
here.
everything, aren't you?
We're talking about long ones, short ones. So let's park up. Legs on. Do I need legs on? Let's see. Can you guys hear?
Maybe it'll take another 600 days to work out what. Hello, look at this. He goes, I want to swim, I want to swim. Someone throw a stick for me. That's all right, I'll just go swimming.
Have we got Danielson on there? Hello, Danielson. All right, gotta go.
Stand fast! They went with sons to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady in the glow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall not grow old as we are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. at the going down of the sun and in the morning. We will remember them.
We will remember them.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Good morning, Governor General and Mrs. Hurley. Linda, you're complicit too. So is everybody that works in that building. Time to wake up. As the Governor General of this nation, this letter is a direct appeal from an ever-growing cohort of Australian people, both here and at home. We call on you to action the public reveal of the unredacted findings in the police report from the Wood Royal Commission 1995 to 1997 The Wood Royal Commission is catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission, a commission with no integrity, resulted in a 90-year suppression order containing 28 names of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature, including judges, government officials, an ex-Prime Minister. What? An ex-Prime Minister? And others, frighteningly enough. What's going on for all these alleged pedophiles to be holding elite positions? Someone with lesser morals is telling the Australian people what to do. It's time for you all to stand up and say no. That our Australian government has made no attempt to undo the 90-year suppression order for the supposed safety and well-being of the population, of course, is totally unacceptable. Revisited again in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting, very important committee meeting that did nothing. The then Senator Bill Heffernan delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the Australian people. You gonna work out who that is? It's us waiting. As the Senator stated, it's not so much the secret that's the problem. Although with an open and transparent government, any secret should be a problem. Isn't that right, Governor General? It's when a group of people, such as the 28 alleged pedophiles on the police report, keep each other's secrets and cover each other's asses. Further in his appeal, he quoted the judge of the day. We decided not to revisit that issue because the Australian people would lose confidence in the judiciary. Only the judiciary? I think it's the police, the government, every level is corrupt. Needs to be cleaned out. Governor General, and Mrs. Hurley, you're complicit too. How can you justify the 90-year suppression order of the police report from the Wood Royal Commission, given that the Australian taxpayers pay out roughly $64 million on the case? That is a lot of money. We've got the results. Why aren't the perpetrators facing court? We paid the money. Back then in 1995 to 1997, you could have bought a house for $100,000. Work that out. I want to know who lined their pockets and who's covering up. Is it you, David? Is it you, Linda? You're complicit too. 27 pain-filled years later, we have stood each week since August 30, 2021 at Government House in Queensland and daily knocking on your front door since the 7th of February 2022 here at Yarralumla in the nation's capital. You're still not taking any notice, David. We are either real victims, family members of victims, or friends of victims of the appalling industry of child trafficking and pedophilia. And I ask you, David and Linda, why does Australia have an industry of child trafficking and pedophilia? You're the representative of the Australian people, David. What are you doing about it? You must be playing around in the middle of it somewhere, because you're not doing anything for the Australian people. We the people also require you, who's been honoured with the position of Governor General, to uphold the requirements of the office. You should read the Constitution, David, and find out what your bloody job is, because you're not doing it. And inquire why you have not stepped in with the obvious police overreach in trying to inhibit the people from peacefully protesting, which is our right, especially when we can see what's going on. It's wrong. You need to clean it up or get out, David. Registered gallows down in Victoria, just waiting for all these treasonous people. And you must be at the top of the list. It's up to the men and women of Australia to determine their level of confidence in the police, judiciary system and parliament. We have none. And you're proving it to us every day. You're sincerely concerned men and women of this great country of Australia.
Government General, my name is Vaughan. I've lost confidence in the government, federal, state and unlawful local. I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue the writs for a fresh election immediately. Further, I want all the documents that Senator Pearl Heffernan produced to the Broad Royal Commission released to the public unredacted immediately. These two things are not up for negotiation and we will be here every day until you do as instructed. Thank you. nationalredress.gov.au. The National Redress Scheme has been created by the federal government in response to the recommendations by the Federal Royal Commission into the institutional response to child sexual abuse. The abuse happened in orphanages, children's homes, scout halls, schools, churches, other religious organisations, sporting clubs, government organisations, hospital, foster care and other institutions. So let's hear about this wonderful scheme that's running for 10 years, just over halfway through.
Can everyone hear us at home okay?
The scheme, number one, acknowledges that many children were sexually abused in Australian institutions. Not acceptable. Number two, the scheme holds institutions accountable for this abuse. And number three, helps people who have experienced institutional child sexual abuse gain access to counselling, a direct personal response, and a redress payment. This scheme started on the 1st of July 2018 and will run for 10 years. You cannot set up a scheme to address pedophilic behaviour in institutions without identifying the perpetrators and putting them before the courts. An institution does not sexually assault a child. Just recently there's been a report released in Tasmania where this report looked into the institutions that came in under the National Redress Scheme. And guess what they found? That the perpetrators were still working for the same institutions. Have no fear. The Tasmanian government's going to respond by December. What is that, 2 months away? To decide what they're going to do. I thought that in this country, being a pedophile is a criminal offense. Why aren't these individuals facing court for their crimes? We're paying out money to their victims. We're holding the businesses and institutions they work for accountable, but they are not being held accountable. It's the same as we've seen with every state and federal government for as long as I can read. They pretend to deal with the problem, but all they do is hide away the problem and protect those that are doing this evil work. Every now and then they throw a crumb to the public and say, look, we've caught this person doing it. While hundreds and thousands of perpetrators walk free and continue to abuse children. The Royal Commission heard from thousands and tens of thousands of victims, children, who were affected. As of the 14th of July this year, the scheme has received 28,341 applications. Australia, there is a major problem, and it's not going to be resolved by making institutions pay out money to victims. You need to cut off the perpetrators or they continue to do their evil stuff. David Hurley, I was on your front lawn Anzac Day last year when a young man stood up, took the microphone and accused you of raping him when he was a child and trafficking him when he was a child. They are the most serious accusations any individual can make against another individual, and yet you hold the highest position in the land, which makes it totally unacceptable that you've remained silent over this issue. For more than 3 months, I've asked you the same question. David Hurley, are you a pedophile and a trafficker as being accused by Adrian John Wells? Yes or no? You cannot hold this position with any honor, with any integrity, with any skerrick of decency without addressing this serious matter. Is that why you won't release the police documents to a court of law so that these 28 can face their accusers in court? We're waiting for your response, David, and silence is not acceptable.
We're still here, never got a jab, never wore a mask, 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camp, done all the camps, who said the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, back time, break the spirit now, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, got a man on bail and I'm still here. They try so hard, we try not laugh. They tow my car, the next day's back in the same car park. These cops ain't smart, I'ma make a drop this charge. Son, you watch, we take it back to the start. No D's, no titles, no trespass. Now we charge you, tables are turned. We come with a proof for all the assaults, all the abuse. Nobody gonna cut me loose, knock knock. Yeah, who at the door? Makada, bring on the storm. Library to empty, thought we were gonna regroup and come back to the front lawn. Yeah, we're still here, still ain't got no fear. We walk right, still ain't shed no tear. The sense of we still here. Is that all you got? We take on you mob, we unite. You don't call the shots, sovereign's been here all along. And they're still here, yeah, they're still here. Return of the sovereign, but they never left. They're still here, yeah, they're still here. Yeah, they're still here, the oldest civilization. It's been how many years? They're still here. Need your support for the new way this war is fought. Alowari for the law and in June income bore accords. Gotta cut out the cancer, yeah, that's what the plans are. Walk with the elders, they got the law, we got the numbers, that is the answer. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. Never got the jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. Who keeps out of camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here. They see us come, we see them run. Now we are one, free our daughters, free our sons. Yeah, they're getting scared. Front line, you can bet I'm there. Even when we're gone, our spirit lives on. Yeah, we ain't going anywhere. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raid at the camps, done all the camps. Who kicks out the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but I'm out on bail and I'm still here. Still here.
What? Want to take the camera?
Yep, I'll do that.
I'll give him a whistle.
So, Lord Jesus, we just thank you for being with us every day. And we're in a spiritual war, and we have you on our side. And God is bigger and much more powerful than Satan. So we will win this war. And thank you, Lord Jesus, that you're watching us, you're with us. And in the natural, it doesn't look like we're doing very much, but in the spiritual, like the walls of Jericho came down and all they did was walk around it. And all we do is stand here. And you will come down, David Hurley and all of you. All you evil people, you think you're getting away with this. But you're fighting God and he will win. So you need to repent, you need to think, and you need to turn from your wicked ways. Because you will not get away with this, because you're fighting God. Amen.
Amen.
Divine Creator, such a filled universe with love and light, peace and joy. Fill all of mankind with love and light, peace and joy, truth, knowledge, wisdom, justice, freedom and well-being. We give thanks for all of the great abundance that comes into our life. We will win. The energy, the vibration of love is far greater than the low, dark energy of evil.
Amen.
words ready.
Now we'll see who's just mimicking and who's, you know, actually saying the words now.
Oh no, we can't have front on camera.
Front on view. Watch us all.
Uh-oh. Make Toby run away now.
Come on, Tobias. I'll zoom in.
We're missing Hazel, so
Anyone else coming for a sing along? Bob, Mike, Bob, Annie, come on. Vaughn, the gentleman up the back. Come on, everyone down, including you, Tobias, hiding behind there. The camera people can see. Oh, look at that. Look at all these people. Okay, beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. That was awesome. Hey, good singing. I need waders or something.
an angle there though.
Yeah, I know, it's a bit bodgy, but that's alright. So's the holder.
No, you just have to. Now the people are level.
Sort of.
People are all sitting at home leaning on one leg.
Are you on one leg? You're not on one leg.
Someone's going to get a crook neck out of this.
He's just taking the piss out of me. Picking on me. No, of course not.
Way too much respect to do that.
Christine's done a great job.
No, these pair.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I've done alright so far.
You're doing
I
much
hope.
better job than I am, so I'm sure the Diggs will appreciate you more than me. So you've got a new role, you've done a good job. I'll pass my responsibilities on.
I can only have it for a little while, but then I'll have to pass it back.
Well,
That's right.
Because I have to go to the Gold Coast on the 11th.
yeah, well,
A few more sleeps.
Oh, well, so we've got 10 days, 11 days.
Did you see my car come into the car park with ACT number plates on it? Oh my God. I tell you, they're treating me different. Like seriously, like before, like on the road, like sometimes, you know, they beep at me or, you know, they
you off.
stick a finger up at me, cut me off and do that. Well, I had someone that yesterday afternoon after I left the lawn,
Yep.
and they cut me off, and then next minute their hands out the window saying, sorry, sorry. I said to Mum, I said, I'm loving this. I can still harass
there you
ACT
go.
drivers. Yeah, and they
You're
treating
not
me.
reading the stickers on the car then.
Well, yeah, that's front. I've only got the freedom sticker, and they, because it's high, they probably don't see it in the rear vision mirror, because I'm normally sort of up their butt.
It's quite nice for New South Wales drivers because kind of surrounded by New South
Yeah, well,
Wales
that's it. You got
drivers, so-
Queanbeyan, yeah, yeah.
All right, so further interstate plates. Ah.
Yeah, well, that's what I was finding anyway. Nothing to do with my driving or anything.
No, never.
No, of course not.
Well,
Anyway.
I've got Queensland plates and I don't seem to have too many issues.
Yeah,
Oh, you've got other distractions. on you.
The problem is some people won't pull up next to me at the lights.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
scared I'm going to say something, I guess.
Well, I told you that the other day when I went in with Joe to do the registration on the car, and this dude, he came up and he, oh look, they're bloody doing a chemtrail up there. Straight up there. They, yeah, and he stopped and he goes, my car was the first sign,
No sign.
the first time he seen a no sticker anywhere in camera. I said, you kidding me? And he goes, yeah, that was the first one on the car. And then yesterday when we were down at the forest at the market, someone said that with the sign, remember?
Yes.
Old mate had his little sign and they said that's the first sign they've seen of the no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ACT just getting drummed to say
Oh, it's
yes.
everywhere.
That's what I was saying to Mum. I said, hopefully they're awake, you know, to sort of see the push on the COVID and the push on the other stuff and now the push on the yes vote, can't they sort of?
I'm seeing it in remote communities as
See?
well, trying to push it on. The Kiwi Islands, they all had a big yes thing. going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, someone sent me a photo the other day, and it's all a group of yes voters and a group of no voters. The no voters are all black, Aborigines, and the yes vote were all white.
So
And I thought, oh, doesn't that tell you something? You know,
all
like
the black
surely.
girls are going, no, we need
No,
no.
yeah.
You're not taking this shit.
No, exactly. All right, so we're off to see the wizard. Oh, who's got an apple? No one's got an apple.
No, we gave them an apple and a pear yesterday. We can't feed them too much,
Okay.
especially this time of year. There's enough to eat for them.
Do we see him today, or do we let him have a rest with the kids up there?
I think we'll just leave them alone today.
All right, then.
Michael will help out.
Let's close these legs up. Can you close them together?
That's the problem. You should have closed your legs and you wouldn't
Put
have
the
the
legs
children
together.
you've got.
I love my babies. I love making them. That was like one of the questions with the naturopath that I've seen. They wanted to know what sort of work my mum and dad were doing when they conceived me. So I said to Mum, I said, Mum, what job were you doing when you conceived me? And she goes, well, it was behind the shed. And I said, no, stop. I don't want to know when and how I was conceived. I sort of get the picture of that. But what work were you doing? What were you doing? And she goes, oh, I'm teaching dressmaking and at the Canberra Tech and Dad was, panel beating tow truck. I said, oh, I tell you, Nanny can't take you anywhere.
At least she's honest. Just no boundaries.
No, that's it. It's probably where I get it.
a bit of a problem about boundaries around here too. So
Yeah.
that's all right.
My kids always say to me, Mum, you just never know where that line is. You always overstep it.
You're an habitual line stepper.
Yeah, well, you don't step over, you just don't know. You stay in the box, you've got to get out of the box.
Life would be so dull if everybody stayed in the box and didn't step over the line.
Yeah, well, that's it. It would, wouldn't it?
Line for you,
Yep, up and over. Oh, another one? Are you kidding me?
Behind the tree.
They're so bad. Oh, yeah, there he is. Up
I'm
there in the
imagining
sky.
things. I'm just a conspiracy theorist. That's it.
That's what I said to Nanny. I said, you start sounding like a conspiracist.
Look where you're filming. You're filming the bushes.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. Let's turn. That's because
How's
you
the
turned the
dig's
bloody camera. How's the dig's going? Can you read and walk at the same time,
I
can you?
try.
But I've got to put glasses on, and then because I can't walk with these glasses on,
We'll need someone to guide you.
and then I don't know. So you'll have to wait till I stop, and then I'll catch up.
Try to read while I walk.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we'll get, and
And
he
then-
can read and translate to you. So you can talk to me.
I'll whisper it in your ear.
Well, I know Daniel's son's on, and
Oh,
and
good morning,
Greg.
Daniel.
Good morning, Daniel. Good morning,
Good morning,
Wanda. Lots of love and
Did Phil find us today?
blessings to you, Wanda.
Phil, I don't
Phil's
know.
probably too busy under a
Phil,
car.
you on?
He couldn't find us yesterday.
And Trumpet Dan, he's
I saw
probably
him
on.
earlier.
He just can't talk.
Yeah, he sent me a text yesterday to say, I'm on, I'm watching.
I'm hoping he got his stuff sorted out for court.
Yeah, well,
I'll
I
have to
don't know
have a
about that.
chat to him. I do wish he'd get his phone sorted out though.
He just got to come off the mountain.
Who wants to leave the mountain once you get up there?
I know it's nice up there, but it's shit going up and coming down.
No, that's the best bit, driving up there.
Well, not if you've got bloody retards in front of you. It's good walking around with no bindi, but bloody Parliament, I want to tell you.
Don't say that in front of the live stream. They feel pretty
No, this will be all done and dusted. They'll be all bloody hanging. All the naughty ones.
Nobby says shed babies can be problematic.
Does he know this?
So that's directed directly at you, I think, Chris. Perhaps.
Is that at me? How do you even know who's who on there? I look on there and I say, oh, and they say, hi, Chris. And I say, oh, hi, who was they? I don't know their handle numbers, or their handle names, whatever.
Okay, Dan, you can see in the back of an EH panel van. Wires, hill. Too many details.
You sound like
Location,
Nan.
And we're
location.
definitely going over
He sounds like Nanny. That's like when Nanny gets picked up from the bus with the community things. He says, "You ready, Beryl?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm ready for you. You can take me anywhere." I said, "Nanny, you'll shit yourself if he comes back at you."
Nobby says, me mate was conceived in a pig farm. Say no more how he turned out.
Oh, there's another one. I don't know whether Diggs can see out there looking into that sun.
Yeah, the dig's definitely doing a good job on the shaft.
Oh, Prince knows the place where Dan was conceived. Okay.
Oh, what?
Have you got an illegitimate child we don't know about?
No, none of them know of.
No, where Dan was conceived.
Oh, where Dan was
Did I say
conceived.
Chris?
Yeah, you said Chris.
Oh, sorry. Because, you know, Dan gave us a lot of detail there.
Oh, he did too, didn't he? It was behind a shed too, wasn't it? Was it?
EH
No,
panel
he-
van.
Oh, each panel. Ah, that's
Wireless
right.
Hill Borragoon.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a sovereign, he says. Okay, good topics. Yeah. You started that.
This is all consensual, obviously.
Well, Nanny started it. It was a question I asked Nanny.
Okay, so Nobby says we should all visit the places we were conceived. We may find our family jewels.
Oh.
Oh, well, most of us wouldn't know where we're conceived. Probably just as well.
Well, behind a shed,
Guard
but
for
what
life.
shed? I don't know. Probably a shed in Sydney, Nurseville. Where'd they grow up? Newtown? Or Newtown or Redfern, one of them.
Batman's New Daylight Savings.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
me small.
It's going to screw a lot of people.
I looked at my phone and it said 9:30. I went, oh shit, get up, quick. And then I went out to the lounge room, to the kitchen, and I looked at the wall clock and it said 8:30. I went, oh, that's all right, I don't have to, so I'm just farting around. And then Nanny said, you're late, you better go. And I said, why? And she said, it's 9:30, it's 1:45. I went, shit. Bloody hell.
Yeah, well, it isn't screwed. No one's gone. He turned up just before we walked in.
Yeah, I got some meat for him. Some yucky mince, it's all. I bought it yesterday, and then when I got home last night, I went inside and then I thought, oh, that meat, it's in the car. The hell's been in there all day. Had nuggets, flies, whatever. I got it out. But it's just a little handful. Yeah, that's we feed them, we're nice.
I think that's why they give out white helmets on those scooters.
Yeah, probably.
So people are.
See you, Wanda. She's off.
See you,
Love you,
Wanda. You got all you diggers out there.
It takes 3 of us to do things.
I'm over walking, Mum. What are you making me come back this way for? How's that way? What, he didn't do a poo? Oh, Basil, did you do a poo? Have a bicycle. Basil, lucky you hold him. Oh, okay, quick. What did you say then? There's a lot of Queensland plates. Where are they? Queensland plates. away like a good man. Oh, we have some beautiful watermelon, nanas. What's this stuff here? Coconut macaroon, some bickies. And what's these?
Red velvet.
Oh, red velvet. A little bit flash for people, hey? Well, I'm knocking off.
They're red velvet,
I'm not going to piece of watermelon.
That's what you got.
Alright, we'll park you up. You want to pull the legs down? Oh, pull the legs down. Put them out. Sorry. Yeah, put them up. Oh. Now you got to do the thing properly. Oh, I thought you were pro at this. And that one. Oh, okay. See that? Yeah. We're taking photos. Yeah, that fella.
You want a zip tie? Is that what I heard? Hang on. There you go. Hold on to that one. I'll find some in a minute. Let me have my smoke. That's nice. I can smoke now. You can have this guys, mate. You can hold it. Hang on. Wait a minute. It's not all about you. It's not all about you.
Save life, not about that.
Who's the one that printed the Forest of Fallen for us first? He printed the first batch. Last August, maybe he did all the printing, all the laminating, all the taping. So we've upgraded since then. He's the one that put it in the start. No, no. Thank you to these. Not the one you wanted to send me, it's a different one. You're going to send me anyway. Yep. Those two links I sent you, there's the first one away with the second one. That's why there's this big convoy to Lincoln. That's why they're coming from that
I love the floor.
I know you used to. There is a chair there.
Thank you, you're so lovely, Michael.
he gave it a good shot.
I'm just clinging on. Yeah, I don't know how happy you would be. Well, they used to see the camera going. That's what, like it, what, on a selfie stick sort of thing? Yeah, a child
Might
come
freak him
in
out a bit.
and go to pat him. Oh yeah, that one. Possum attack in Canberra. That's one of them. Oh, it's so yummy, hey.
Can we get you anything? You just have a look over there.
Have you been climbed on the rock garden? Yeah, that's right. I was just thinking.
I'm going to find come to the rock garden, not climbing on the rock.
Do you make a point of that every week, Michael?
No.
It's just funny.
That's the best I've done.
I think you do more preparing than
Stay on focus.
wasn't me today, Nobby. It was Vaughan, I'm telling you. I can bring you from another angle if you want. I'm going to put a link up there, guys. Please watch it and share it, whatever you want to do. Very important case going on in Lismore. Nobby, green van's out of sight.
about digs, make an executive decision to shut it down a little bit early. People are saying the V word, so just in case, we'll shut it down. Just go on about your day. Beautiful day here in Canberra. It's warm and windy, and there's a kite festival. Windy, warm, beautiful day. Anyway. There it is. All right. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for coming. We'll see you tomorrow.